Hey guys, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a rainbow eyeshadow look today in honor of Pride Month coming up, because that's the month I tend to wear the most rainbow eye makeup. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a couple examples of palettes that you could use. This is the one I typically use. It's called Give Back. It is by BH and the Trevor Project. This is the inside right here. This came out for Pride Month, I want to say about 2 years ago, and a portion of each of the palettes that was sold was given as a donation to the Trevor Project, which, if you don't know, is a really great LGBTQ youth charity. This next one is going to be the Mickey and Friends palette from Morphe, which is really good if you want to do like a pastel rainbow. The colors are lighter. It's a little more difficult to blend, but it's still like a good palette. You're going to want to stick kind of on this side of it if you want to do that pastel rainbow look. And then the last one I have as an example for you is going to be this Morphe X Abby Roberts. I think they just stopped selling this one, so you might be able to find it at like TJ Maxx. And this, as you can see, really vibrant colors, very bright palette. You could do either the pastels, if you could see like the purple here, the blue, the yellow works for either or, and orange as well. You could do the pastels, or you could do just the regular vibrant, Roy G. Biv rainbow. That being said, other things you're going to need brushes. So I have 6 different brushes here. I do a lot of colored makeups, as you'll see. They're already kind of determined for which eyeshadow color that they're going to be used for. If you don't have 6 brushes to spare, a couple other things you can get are these shadow swap pans. Essentially, you just take the brush when you want to swap colors, you go like this, and then it knocks off that extra pigment. Or these makeup brush wipes, and those help get that extra pigment off as well. Both of these are from Five Below, so you can find them there. They're usually there all the time. I've only been a couple times and haven't seen them. You're going to need an eyeshadow base. I really like the P. Louise, the white base, specifically because it's white, so the pigment stands out a little bit more. And then you're going to need mascara. I have a brown and a black here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put the eyeshadow base on both of your eyes. With eyeshadow base, less is more. Like, do not, especially with the white, do not go ham. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have eyeshadow base down to your armpits, and that has happened to me on more than one occasion, just, not paying attention, kind of half asleep as I was doing something. So as I said, today we're doing a typical rainbow. We're doing the Roy G. Biv rainbow today. So the first thing I'm going to do after doing that is I'm going to open my eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to dip right into this red here, which is called Life. The colors are named after what they symbolize on the Pride flag. Specifically the Progress Pride flag is what this one is. So I'm going to grab my little red brush, and you're going to do like a dip, 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 right? The key to this look is packing on color and then blending later. So what you're going to do, I have a mirror right here. What you're going to do is you're going to put it like right in the inner corner of your eye. And you don't want to spread it out too much, because some people don't have a lot of real estate on their eyes, and that's okay. But you are going to need room to blend it with those other colors. And for this look, we're going to go ahead and put it on the lid and the crease as well. So we've got that in. Our base, we're kind of set, we could probably, we're a little splotchy in here, so we could use a little bit more. We're just going to do that. So the next one we're going to want to grab is the orange here. Another reason I like this palette is they're all in order, so I don't accidentally mix up the colors when I'm exhausted. So we're going to dip into that orange. It's called Friendship. And again, we're just going to blop, blop, blop right in there. And you're going to want to overlap the edges on these. Otherwise, you're going to end up like over here with yellow, right? So when you overlap these edges, you're not only going to do the blending, kind of let it do the blending on its own, but overlapping the edges there, you're going to make sure you don't run out of room, which I know it looks like I might, but trust me, I got this. Next, we're going to go into the yellow color, which is called Energy. And again, we're just going to do that little dip, dip, dip. And we're going to do a little tap, tap, blend. You could definitely, if you don't have orange eyeshadow, but you do have red and yellow, you could definitely just put red and yellow on here and blend that middle into orange. I'm just lucky enough that I have so many rainbow eyeshadow palettes that this kind of works out for me. And it also just makes sense for me to do that. It does save you a little bit of time if you do the separate colors. If you do multiple, you're going to be spending a lot of time blending, and it may not look as crispy. So we're going to dip into that green one, Nature. And again, we're just following that same process of kind of on the edge, kind of flattening it out, a little bit of blending. The cool thing about rainbow eyeshadow is that it can look like it took you a lot of time and really not have taken you a lot of time, because the colors flow together so naturally. That's, you know, on like the rainbow spectrum of light, that's kind of why they go where they go. So that's the cool thing about that. And then you're gonna go in with blue. This one is called Harmony. And you should be getting towards the edge of your eye. If you're not, you might want to start getting a little concerned. And then again on that blue. And then lastly, you're gonna lay on the purple. This video might be a little bit over 6 minutes, I'm so sorry. You're gonna lay on a little bit of purple down here and down here. And then the next thing you're gonna do is, I know this looks like a mess, but you're gonna go in and you're gonna blend it all out using those brushes from before. So essentially, ooh, runaway brush. So essentially what you're gonna wanna do is kind of go back in here with that purple and that blue and blend those together, right? So you see how we're starting to create a little bit of a less like harsh line. This is especially important with these cool tones. With the warm tones, they just kind of blend together a little bit easier, which is why it's just a little bit easier to do those on the inside eye. So I'm gonna finish blending this out and then I'll come right back to you. Okay, so then the last thing you're going to do, see how I've blended it out here? It's a little less, it's a little less crispy on the lines. I think this side turned out a little bit better than the other one, but that's okay. Sisters, not twins, right? The last thing you're gonna want to do is just put, you know, some mascara on or pop on lashes. You can do eyeliner if you want to do eyeliner. The rest of the look is really up to you, but that is how you do a traditional rainbow eyeshadow look. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Sorry, I went a little bit over on the time, and I am so happy to teach you about this. Thank you.